I'm getting there, folks. Sorry, just give me a couple more minutes to get things ironed out, and I'll be right along with you here. Alright, Dwayne Ariza in the lead. Let me update trading paints, make sure I got everybody's trading paints, I guess. I better do that. Alright, looks like they're doubled up, ready to go green again here. I don't have the correct caution amount because I come in here a little bit late. I just got done with another broadcast, so coming in here a little bit late, but they are under caution, about to go back green. Everybody doubled back up here, and we're ready to fire them off here once again on the backstretch at Daytona. Nighttime here for the Georgia's Money Series. Thanks for joining and watching here, folks. I will have to find out what the cutoff is here because they usually cut it off a little early to go with the green-white checkered finish. But we're about to go green here, and then I'll find out. Pace car in. Dwayne on the throttle. Great start by everybody. Dominic Dieball on the high side. We'll find out what the cutoff is. Give me a second here. Wood right there on the bottom, trying to get a run in. Dominic Dieball on the high side. Brandon Cruz, another name that we see here at the Georgia's Money Series each and every week. Doing a great job. If I don't have all these people's numbers, I apologize ahead of time, but I'm checking here to see if I do. I think I do. That looks like it. Great. I may not have his number. Kenneth Wright, Kenneth Wright, I don't have his number, the 146. So I apologize, Kenneth, but I don't have some of the triple numbers I don't have. And that just happens to be one of them I don't. Lance Gomez to the bottom. Falling in behind Justin Michael. Bottom line seems to be working pretty good so far. Let's go back in the field here a little further. Everett F. Lane back here, 13th. Stephen Hendren, no stranger to victory lane here. George Bark running in 15th. Damon Gilbert 16th. Scott Brinson in 17th. That don't look like his normal paint job. Robert Riley, 12th place. Maxspeedtv 2 truck. David Anderson, 13th. Hendren gets by George Bart. Back in the field even further here. Logan Clampett, back 21st place. Dan Bailey, 22nd. Darren Sizemore, well off the pace. This whole group back here, 7.5 seconds behind the leaders. That four-car group, Daniel Eberhard, Raymond Reitnor, Matthew Quick, and Dustin Lee, well off the pace. Nobody back here to work with. That I do not know, Eric. I do not know. I think they're fixed. George Bart 3. I know there's somebody else driving that truck, but I'm not sure who. Way back here, a lap down now. But Dwayne Ariza in the lead still. Joel Wood in third. Riding right behind the leader, Dwayne Ariza. Tight on that back bumper, staying right there in the grasp of it. Wally Turheimer running in 8th. Looks like Justin Michael drifts back a little ways. Goes back to the 7th place. Got Robert Riley on his tail. Them two may be working together here, teammates. Everett F. Lane has caught up to the back of Robert Riley. Oh, we got one off of the track. Dwayne Ariza, if I can catch up with him here. No caution. Well, let's go see what happened to Dwayne. This was still under green. This is coming through the quad, or the tri-oval, not the quad oval. Not sure exactly. Looks like he may have caught that apron and gets out of shape. Just he did it to himself. Catches that inside wall, and luckily he did not come back up onto the track. That's going to pretty much about do in his chances for a victory here today, as he falls clear to the back here, folks, and looks like he's heading for pit road as Joel Wood takes over the lead. Dominic Dyball on the high side. He's been staying up there, him and Brandon Cruz. And we do have a caution. And it did take me to that, so they must be the admins through a caution? No? Oh, he spun again and come back up onto the track, maybe. Oh, okay. Well, that did bring out the caution. That'll do it. All right. So we are under caution here, folks. And let me see if I can find out from George or somebody. Let me jump down to another channel here. Find George here.
He just went 2 laps.
Hey, George.
Hi. What's up, man?
What is the cutoff on the green-white checkered?
Until we run out of time. Like, run out of laps. So we'll do it as many times as we can, but if the yellow comes out on the white, let's just say it's a white at that point, then the race is official. But the race is racing to 120. I'm thinking that's what you're asking me.
Yeah, 120.
The 120 is the white, 121 is the checkered.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
All right, brother. Thank you, Rudy.
Yep.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. Sorry.
Right on, brother.
Yeah, I got in here. It was about, I think it was about 16 laps into the race, or 18 laps or something. So.
Yeah, you didn't miss much.
No, we're up and running.
All right, right on. Thank you, man.
Yep. All right, so lap 120 will be the cutoff. When 121 will be the checkered flag. So, it looks like we may be bringing a little fake out there. A lot of guys faking like they're going to come to pit road, but some of the guys saying, no, I'm coming to pit road. Dominic Dieball stays out, will be scored as our leader, as it looks like the whole back of the field is coming to pit road. Lance Gomez, Logan Clampett, Nick Ottinger, Matt Busa on pit road, Damon Gilbert, George Bart, Scott Brinson, Dan Bailey, William Kirk, everybody coming to pit road. Some taking tires, some taking fuel only. Busy place right now. Dominic Thibault will be scored as our leader as they bring out the caution. Looks like Dwayne Ariza brings out the caution. They're trying to make it back to pit road and must have spun out again and come up onto the track, and that brings out the caution. So Joel Wood will be second, Brandon Cruz third, Everett F. Lane in fourth, Robert Riley fifth, Wally Turheimer sixth, Kenneth Wright seventh, Justin Michael eighth, Lance Gomez ninth, and Johnny Smith up to the top 10. Robert Riley coming to pit road. Got a few of them. Johnny Smith stopping. Nick Ottinger, Dustin Lee, Matt Busa. Like maybe a 4-tire change for Matt Busa. Yep, 4-tire change for Matt Busa. And he's away. Alright, lights are out on the pace car. We're going back green next time. Alright, here we go. Pace car in. And green, green, green. Brandon Cruz in second on the load side, right behind Dominic Dyball. Trying to smear every move he makes and stay in that draft. Got a pretty good run that time. Joel Wood on the high side, drifting back and letting some of these guys catch up. 17 of Everett F. Lane up there with him. On the bottom, Wally Turheimer. They got a pretty good run on that high side that time. Lance Gomez jumps up to the high side right in front of Kenneth Wright. Back in the field here, Logan Clampett. Trying to work with, looks like the number 14 of Raymond Reitnor. Pass up Matthew Quick pretty easily, the two of them. The 05, Nick Ottinger, not sure where he wants to go there, tucking in behind Matt Busa. Looks like Dwayne Ariza coming off pit road. Got most of that damage fixed up. Going to be many laps down. Going to be coming back to pit road, I guess. David Anderson running in 7th. On that high side, Joel Wood gets a great run. He could have dropped to the bottom and dumped his partner off, but stays there with Everett F. Lane. Lance Gomez to the bottom. Back here right along with Robert Riley in the Maxspeedtv 2 truck, running on the high side, trying to get a run by his partner, his teammate Justin Michael. Tucking up under Scott Brinson on the high side. Oh, a little checking up on that high side sends Robert Riley to the bottom. He didn't back off, but just a split second. Joel Wood still staying on the high side. Double wide all the way back. Pretty tight field all the way back to about 23rd position, Jeffrey Smith. And we got a little bit of a gap. Darren Sizemore and Daniel Eberhardt giving themselves a little bit of breathing room in case there is a wreck. Dan Bailey working with the number 38 of George Bart 3. Those guys are well off the pace back here, about 21 seconds back. And for the lead, Joel Wood in front of his teammate, Dominic Dyball. Now back to the outside. Dyball getting a great run. William Kirk up on the high side, getting a great run there right in front of Scott Brinson. Scott almost losing the draft back here, running in ninth, right side by side with Robert Riley. And again, Joel Wood, Dominic Dyball up front. Everett Lane pushing the daylights out of Joel Wood. Right there on his bumper. Back here in the field a little bit. William Kirk on the high side, looking ahead at all of them leaders up ahead of their people. He's got to get by. We're going to lap 120 here, folks. Up the middle, somebody shooting that gap. Lance Gomez. Let's see how this is going to work out. Tight fit up that middle. Joel Wood cuts him off and says, Everett Lane into the wall. Hangs on to it. That was close. But Lance Gomez just shooting the gap there and going right up the middle, folks. Brandon Cruz to the bottom. Wally Turheimer and Robert Riley all on the low line. Back a little further, Justin Michael in 10th, Logan Clampett. And the number 75 of Johnny Smith. These guys here have got a little bit of a gap between them and Kenneth Wright, but that whole pack is closing up. David Anderson, Matt Busa, Nick Ottinger, George Bart. These guys all working together back here. Damon Gilbert. Then we got Stephen Hendren, Dustin Lee, and Jeff Smith. They've got quite a bit of a lead over Raymond Reitnor and Matthew Quick, but these guys are coming. Darren Sizemore, Daniel Eberhardt, they've closed that gap up a lot. Looking here from Daniel Eberhardt, he's got a ton of trucks ahead of him to get by. Staying right with Darren Sizemore, Daniel Eberhardt is. But up front, Dominic Dyball and Joel Wood continuing to battle back and forth, leading. Everybody content to ride right now because we're about 10 laps away from the halfway mark here, folks. Don't pay attention to the 140. The cutoff is 120. 120 will be the white flag, and 121 will be the checkered flag. Lance Gomez to the lead. Shooting that gap one more time up the middle was enough to get him ahead of Joel Wood. At the line. Almost looked like Lance led that lap, but he did not. Dominic Dyball did. Everett Lane right in the mix of that. Wally Turheimer. William Kirk. Robert Riley and Scott Brinson, Justin Michael, these guys are all tucked right in together. Johnny Smith, Logan Clampin involved in that. And Kenneth Wright joining back in. He's got a hold of that draft now, wants to get back up there to that front group. He tasted the front, now he wants back in it. Nick Ottinger running back in 14th. He's doing it all by himself because Matt Busa's actually back off of him about a half a second. Well, I'm not sure if Nick's got a hold of that draft right ahead of him. That's pulling him along and keeping him just ahead of Matt Busa enough. Guys all broken up here. George Bark, Damon Gilbert. Looking back to Matt Busa from Nick Ottinger. Dieball. Boy, we can look right in there and see the engine. That was Brandon Cruz's truck. Quite the pack of trucks right there, folks. Front 13 really knows the tail here, staying right in a tight group. He should be coming up on pit stops here before too much longer. Joel Wood, 4th place. Trapped in behind Lance Gomez right now. Just seems like that high line is just like not going anywhere at the moment. Robert Riley getting a good run there, staying on the bumper of Wally Turheimer, while on the high side here, William Kirk, Scott Brinson working together. A little wiggly there going into turn 3. Guys are driving the wheels off of it right now. Brinson, Justin Michael, Johnny Smith. Dominic Dieball continues to lead up in the front. We got battles everywhere around the track. Logan Clampett to the high side. Gets Nick Ottinger up there with him. Those two could be a deadly combination coming to the front. Matt Busa closes up on him. Definitely using that draft. Back up here with Justin Michael for a minute as he tries to get a run here to catch up to Robert Riley. Needs a little help behind him. Johnny Smith right behind him, yes. Logan Clampett on the high side, him and Nick Ottinger. Well, this looks like some fantastic racing here, folks. This is what it's all about right here. This is the excitement that I look for in a race and the fun. I know it looks like it's ho-hum-drum, but man, this is exciting. Altogether different type of racing. The short track racing, super speedway racing is amazing. Always fun to watch, and these guys are doing one whale of a job here, I'm telling you. Matt Busa. Oh, we got one out of the pace there. Looks like Robert Riley. If I can catch up with him, he's going to go to the tail end of the field. Let's go see what happened to Robert. No caution on that either. Catches the apron. Catches that apron. Boy, I'll tell you what, that could have been really bad right there. What a job he did steering that out of it, not to hit the wall. Got it straightened out and kept right on it going. Good job, Robert. All right, back up front. Robert's dropping like a rock now, 11 seconds behind this leader. Nobody back there to work with. All the way back to Daniel Eberhardt, Matthew Quigg, Raymond White-Reitenor. These guys running kind of in a safe zone back here. Got about a second behind Darren Sizemore. The rest of them all nose to tail. From 1st to 19th is 2.2 seconds, folks. That's pretty wild. Sizemore closing in on Smith right now. That's Jeffrey Smith. Then we got Johnny Smith. Jeffrey and Johnny. Dieball. And the guy out front here for the longest time, Lance Gomez, has tried so many times up on that high side. You just get there and you hit that like wall of air. You just can't get by him. Joel Wood, no stranger to the front. He's been up there pretty much all the race. Everett Lane working with him. One I ain't talked a whole lot about, Wally Turheimer. Wally having a good run here tonight. Logan Clampett getting separated from, I think he's going to drop to the bottom. No, maybe not. He's still trying to get Nick Ottinger up there with him. Nick kind of fell back, pick up Matt Busa. Him and Matt may try to work their way to get to the front. They're bringing George Bark right along with them. Damon Gilbert, 16. Guy's about a second and a half off the leader, but right there in the draft. Not far from going a lap down is Dan Bailey. These guys struggling right now to try to stay ahead of the leaders, working with the lap down car there of George Bark 3. And they're not that far ahead of the leaders, folks. The leaders just coming through the trioval right now, so that tells you they're not that far behind them. I don't know if we can ride along here with Dominic for a minute and look ahead and see if we can see them in the distance. Yeah, they're up there. They're, well, a little less than a straightaway ahead of them, and these guys are coming with a pretty good head of steam in this pack. Into turn one. Still Dominic Dieball. Wally Turheimer to the top. Right in front of Lance Gomez. Lance was taking a 3 wide there earlier to get to the front, and now he's going to have to settle for about 4th place. He's running in right at the moment. Right in front of Joel Wood. William Kirk's got himself in great position here. Wood thought about taking a 3 wide there. Oh no, he's going to get caught up in it. And that's going to bring out a caution, folks. That's a big one. We got guys driving down pit road to miss all that. Let's go see exactly what happened here as William Kirk gets caught up into that. It looked like Joel Wood was going to take a 3 wide right here. He ducked out. But when he come back up, he caught the back of Lance Gomez, shot Lance Gomez down into William Kirk, and the 3 of them go right into the outside wall and go for a heck of a ride right there, folks. We got people dodging everywhere to miss us. Well, we're a little past halfway, so probably a good time for pit stops. Hopefully these guys do have a reset. We'll try to get a word in with somebody here in a minute. But some guys coming on pit road, some guys not. I'll see if I can get somebody. I was thinking about trying to see if I could get a hold of Joel Wood. But I'll wait till pit stops are done here. And he may be done for the race anyhow. I don't know if he's got a reset. Got too much damage. Maybe we'll see if we can get a word in with him. Either him or Lance Gomez. Lance, his truck don't seem to be too awful bad. We'll see maybe if we can get a word in with Lance. I'd rather talk to Joel Wood because he's the one that kind of got into Lance there. And let's see if Joel does come off a pit road or not. Yes, he is off a pit road, so he must have had a reset. A lot of people on pit road. let me see if I can find Joel Wood here. See if we can get a word in with him.
Thinking or whatever. I can't be tucked right up and fucking around.
Wood, hey, whoa. Hey, I got you in the booth.
I'm sorry.
I got you in the booth with me here. Joel, can you tell us what happened out there? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah. Can you tell us what happened out there?
Yeah, that red and white truck put a 3 wide, went up the middle early in the race, and I was blinking like crazy for the last like 10 laps. He left the middle open. I went there and he closed it.
Well, you luckily had a reset, correct?
Yes, sir. I'm all fixed up now, so hopefully I can keep out of trouble for the rest of the race.
All right. Well, you're running in 6th. How much is the dynamic track playing into tonight's race?
What's that?
The dynamic track?
I haven't really felt a big difference from before from the old build, so.
Okay. On the super speedways you're talking.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I don't feel a big difference from the dynamic track yet.
Okay. All right. Well, you were down in the channel with who?
Dominic Dyball and Brandon Cruz.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, good luck,
Sorry
Joel.
about the swearing coming up.
No. It's all right. Well, good luck for the rest of the race.
Yeah. Thank you, Rudy.
Well, this puts Wally Turheimer in the lead. Holy smokes. Look at this, folks. Dominic Dyball will be 2nd. Brandon Cruz 3rd. Everett F. Lane in 4th. Joel Wood will be 5th. Scott Brinson 6th. Justin Michaels 7th. Johnny Smith 8th. George Bark 9th. Robert Riley will be in 10th. That was good news for Robert. I got him back on the lead lap. Or back up with the leaders, I should say. Quick pit stop for him. Well, it's good to see Wally up there in the lead, so let's see if he can stay there in the lead now for a while. Actually, last lap, he led his first lap of the race. Well, folks, make sure you please hit that subscribe button. We appreciate it very much. Next Saturday afternoon, probably about 4 o'clock Eastern, Maxspeedtv will be presenting here a special race for all the subscribers. We're going to probably run like Cadillacs at Thompson or something. I've got partial details worked out. But it'll be mainly to thank all the subscribers. It'll be just a kind of a fun race for everybody. And we're going to give cash prizes out to people in chat, and cash prizes to the top 3 that went in the race. So you'll have to tune in for that. Answer some questions. I'm going to ask some trivia questions in chat. First person that gets the answer correctly will win some cash. That'll be next Saturday, the 26th of September, about 4 p.m. Eastern Time. All right, folks, here we go. Pace car about to head for pit road, and we'll be immediately under green. Pace car in. Green, green, green. Dominic Dyball on that high side. It'll look like he might have been sleeping a little bit on that restart. Brandon Cruz right to the bottom. Joel Wood ducking up underneath, getting a reprieve after getting spun there and hitting into the outside wall. Did have a reset. Gets it back into 5th place. Johnny Smith, 7th. You can hear it. Daniel Eberhard. That was a good comeback for him, because he was way back. And now he gets a reprieve as well. Looks like he almost loses that draft. He must be seeing something up there he's not liking. Or he's falling back to pick up a teammate or something. He will drop to the bottom in behind William Kirk. And looking back to Matt Busa right behind him, followed by Kenneth Wright and Logan Clampett. Kenneth Wright coming with a full head of steam, gets by Matt Busa. Matt Busa on that high side, looking to get with his teammate. Wow, a little checking up there. Lots of checking up going on. What the heck's going on here? Somebody's doing a lot of checking up. Scott Brinson, Robert Riley way out of it. Definitely some people seeing something up in the front they don't like. Top 3 pulling away. Brandon Cruz, Joel Wood working with Dominic Dyball. Wally Turheimer gets shuffled to the back. Now working with Justin Michael. And they're kind of leaving Everett F. Lane out to dry. Wally drops to the bottom, leaving Justin Michael to the top now. Defend for himself. Darren Sizemore on the bottom. Looks like the number 75, Johnny Smith, is going to come up and help Justin Michael get back up to the front. Robert Riley, what's going on with Robert Riley? Definitely falling back here. This second group is powering on by Nick Ottinger, Dustin Lee. We got a bunch of them here. Scott Brinson, Damon Gilbert, Stephen Hendren, all led by George Bark up in the front of this group. These guys running about 3.3 seconds behind the leader right now. We've got 3 of them here, Kenneth Wright, Matt Busa, and Logan Clampett working together. Back up front, Dominic Dyball and Joel Wood back to the front like they were before. Putting on a driver's show up here in the front, folks. This is amazing driving by these guys. Trying to get it in there and get it 3 wide when they have to. That's pretty wild. That's really taking a chance on a super speedway. Sizemore, 7th place. Inside, William Kirk. Eberhard, 8th place. No stranger to victory lane here at George's Money Series. He knows how to get it done. Justin Michael, 10th place. And here comes Logan Clampett to the high side, joining in on the fun. Remember, folks, we go to lap 120 will be the white flag, and 121 will be the checkered. Busa kind of getting left out. He'll have to join in with this group coming up behind him. George Bart and company. Pulling Stephen Hendren, Damon Gilbert, Nick Ottinger. These guys all working together. Dustin Lee, Jeffrey Smith, Dan Bailey, Scott Brinson, Robert Riley. These guys all working together. The 88 there, or the 38 of George. That's George Bart 3. Yeah, he's back here. He is 6 laps down right now, so hasn't been able to get back on the lead lap, but the race ain't over yet. What can happen? Still side by side up front. Oh, we got one, Wally Turheimer. Good save. Doesn't hit anything, but he ain't got her woed down yet. Oh my. Wow, what a job. What a job, man. I'm telling you, up onto the track, not going to be good. Oh, we got to go back and watch that, folks. That was pretty wild. Let's try the far chase view, and it is under caution now anyhow. So that's good. Not good that it's a caution, but see, he caught that apron, and that's all it takes to upset that truck. Catching that apron, as we seen Robert Riley do earlier, and Dwayne Ariza. I'm sure there's going to be a penalty handed out for hitting the wall, or that cone. He just misses the corner of pit road wall. And watch this ride that Wally Turheimer goes for. He catches some pretty good air right here. I'm going to slow her right down in slow motion here. Bumpy across this grass. You'll see him get some air here in just a minute. He's trying to get it, you know, he's steering into the turn. He knows that it wants to go straight because of the momentum. And he's going to catch this blacktop right here, this little like culvert pipe. And that's going to set the truck off a little bit. He gets some air under that truck. Wow, good job though for Wally, man, keeping it off of everybody. He tried his darndest to keep it off of everybody. These guys were probably sweating at seeing him coming. I wanted to go back here just for a quick minute, and let's watch. I want to watch from Justin Michael here. Find him, and we'll watch from the cockpit view and see what he sees as this is all transpiring here. He can probably see Wally Turheimer coming to his left, and he's thinking, oh no, he's going to take me out. Actually, probably Robert Riley would be a better one. If I can ever catch up to Robert. You'll see Wally coming from the left here. Okay. I guess not. I thought he did. I know it was right in here's where it happened, but okay, let's try a different camera angle here. Maybe the far chase view off of Robert. I'm just wondering where the heck is Wally at? I don't see him now. There he is. Okay, I didn't go back far enough. I'm sorry. Because that was, that had to have been awful scary for Robert right there. Right along with Robert. He's seeing Wally coming across that grass, and he's thinking, oh, darn, he's coming right up into me. He probably didn't even know what to do right there. He turned right a little bit, and Wally is going to just miss Robert. Wow, that was wild right there, folks. Robert just slips by the skin of his teeth. All right, well, they're all back out here going again, and we are under caution. Dominic Dieball still in the lead. We got about 40 to go, folks. 40 laps to go. Well, let me see if I can find somebody here to talk to. Everett Lane, you got a copy?
I sure do. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Well, you know, you've been smelling that victory. I know you have. You've led a couple of laps, know what it's like to be up in the front. Man, I'm telling you what, these guys, Dominic Dieball and Joel Wood, they've been just like hogging that front row, haven't they?
Yeah, they're doing a good teamwork up there. Yeah, they're hot in the high lane and the low lane together. They're doing well up there. Let's see what happens here when we get down to the end. See if we can get a couple friends to help me out a little bit here, and see what happens here at the end of this race.
Very good, very good. Well, is your truck running okay? I see you got a little bit of damage on the back of it. Is it all right?
Yeah, I got a little damage on the right rear, I think, or in the center of the rear, and then I got a little bit on the front left. But didn't seem to hurt the truck that last run, so I still got my quick fix left. I'm going to save that for the probably the last 10 laps. Probably going to get crazy right at the end.
Very good, because there's a lot of people out there that probably didn't save that quick fix. So very smart move, Everett. So, all right, well, good luck out there, and hopefully we'll get to see you in Victory Lane. It'd be great.
10-4. Thank you.
I think I put him in the right channel. I'm not sure. I don't know if I did or not. All right, Dominic Dieball, Joel Wood, hogging that front row. Got Brandon Cruz starting third, Kenneth Wright fourth, William Kirk will be fifth, Everett Lane will be sixth, Justin Michaels 7th, Johnny Smith 8th, Scott Brinson 9th, and Darren Sizemore 10th. And I have 39 to go when they get the green here, folks. We've still got 27 trucks in this race, folks. A lot of people has the chance to win it here tonight. Pace car in and green is out. Brandon Cruz tucking right up under Dominic Dieball. These guys get back up to speed here. William Kirk on the low line. Justin Michael, Johnny Smith, these guys all tucking up here. Scott Brinson. Like Scott Brinson up there with Darren Sizemore taken to the high lane. Leaving Robert Riley down on the low line. Sizemore drops to the bottom. Riley up to the high side to pick up Scott Brinson. David Anderson, Lance Gomez. Lance Gomez gets a reprieve and gets back up into the fight here. Damon Gilbert. Steven Hendren. And Wally Turheimer back in it here as Dustin Lee falls in behind Steven Hendren and leaves Wally up on that high side to fend for himself. But here comes Logan Clampett to the rescue. It looks like he's going to try to go to the high side around him. Maybe? I don't know. Nope. Drops to the bottom. Wally drops to the bottom. Holy smokes, these guys are dancing around here a lot. Logan Clampett, Nick Ottinger. These guys trying to get around Wally, it looks like. Maybe now they'll be able to do it as Wally kind of fades a little, and that's just the opening they needed. Try to get that run on the high side to get by Wally. It looks like they may have him here pretty quick. But in the meantime, here comes Matthew Quick sucking up on the back of Wally Turheimer. That's only going to help Wally. But Logan Clampett and Nick Ottinger driving by on the high side with ease. Quite the gaggle of trucks up there in the front, folks. One of these guys have got a great run here, and they're starting to make a power move on the high side. Look at this. Nick Ottinger right behind. Logan Clampett. Sorry about that. Kind of lost my train of thought there for just a minute. They're trying to make a power move on the high side, and it just kind of seems like they got stalled out right there. And now maybe the high side might be moving again. Oh, the 37 of Steven Hendren comes up the hill and crowds in between Logan Clampett and Nick Ottinger. I don't think Nick was too awful pleased with that move. Dustin Lee. George Bart wishing he was up toward the front a little further. And he's got Dan Bailey working with him. Wally Turheimer getting shuffled back. Now hooks up with Daniel Eberhardt. I think Wally may have a little damage on that truck. I'm not really sure, but it just doesn't seem like he's as fast as he once was. Right nor Matthew Quick. George Bart 3, well off the pace. We got a brand new leader, Joel Wood. Back and forth, him and Dominic Dyball share that lead. Robert Riley into the mix of it. Tucking up underneath. Scott Brinson on that high side. Scott in behind. Everett F. Lane. Everett, I talked to Everett. He said he's going to see what's going to happen coming down to the end of this race. If he's got anything for them leaders, he's going to have to look for a teammate between now and then, because you can't do it alone. Brandon Cruz still in third. Justin Michaels, 7th place. On the bottom right behind William Kirk. Get up here Joel Wood and then look back on the field between him and Dominic Dieball on this front row. Nobody's been able to get by them. They're doing the teamwork up there and just holding the whole field behind them. Dieball on the low line. Brandon Cruz right behind him. You know one thing, I got to talk to Brandon Cruz about getting that LSR TV off of his truck. Needs to have Maxspeedtv on there. Matt Busa picking his way up through the field. Oh, almost 3 wide. Busa up on the high side. On the outside of Scott Brinson, that could be, I don't know, this is the track to do it on, but boy, it could be interesting here to get a pretty good run on that high side. Let's ride along here with Matt Busa. Whoops, wrong one. As they're 3 wide in the turns, folks. Whoa, Matt Busa into the outside wall, just a tick. Gives that turn 4 kick right there, and it can be devastating to you when you're in there driving. And he's got Kenneth Wright all over the back bumper, folks. Wow. Still 3 wide. Busa getting a run to the front. Dominic Dieball still in the lead. Busa staying up there, not dropping down yet. Figured he would probably drop down in behind Joel Wood, but he's not giving up without a fight. Staying up on that high side to try to get around Joel Wood. Everett F. Lane ducks up underneath Joel Wood, trying to help him. And here comes Jeffrey Smith up the middle. Guy's putting on a heck of a show up here, I'm telling you. Woo, Kenneth Wright gets a little wiggly. Got to be a lot of aero push around those trucks right now, folks. Coming to take lap 94. 93 laps in the books. Going to lap 120 will be the white flag. When they cross the line to complete lap 120, which would say 121, that will be the end of the race. Matt Busa drifting back. Falling back to 9th place now as he leaves that 3 wide. Says, you know, I've had enough of that. That was getting a little hairy up there. Ooh, Scott Brinson catches that apron. He's okay, but boy, that caused a lot of checkup right behind him. Johnny Smith, good thing Johnny Smith was there on the brake, or slow up anyhow. Scott Brinson gets a reprieve on that one. Lance Gomez coming up behind him. Nick Ottinger, George Bark, Stephen Hendren. These guys all in the mix. For Robert Riley, what happened to Robert? Boy, he is way off of the pace back here with a lot of damage on that left front corner. I don't know what happened to Robert. Inside line on the move, Scott Brinson. The number 28, Jeffrey Smith. Jeffrey Smith. I keep getting him and Johnny Smith confused. Jeffrey Smith up there, and they're going to be coming up on some lap traffic here, folks. That's going to be George Bark. Let's see how they handle this. 3 wide. He stays up against the wall and lets the whole pack go by. Wow, good racing right there, folks. Good job, George. I know that's not George. It's somebody else. George Bart's actually racing here in the number 42. Right behind Nick Ottinger. Johnny Smith, not Jeffrey, Johnny, running in 12th. Oh no, we see somebody getting into it there. Let's go back and see it. Not sure who, let's see, that was... We're going to go back here and check this out. That was terrible right there, folks. I don't know who got into who, but we're going to see this here. Somebody going 3 wide up the middle. A lot of dancing around up there. Looks like right there. I'm looking at it. Let me get up there to it. That would have been the 28 of Jeffrey Smith. Not sure exactly. It looks like he got into the back of Everett Lane, maybe. They were 3 wide. Everett, looks like Everett may have come down into Jeffrey Smith or something here. Not really sure. That's going to collect a bunch of them. Looks like Justin Michael seen what was going to happen, backs out of it. Comes down into William Kirk. Oh no. Catches Lance Gomez. Scott Brinson's slipping through on the bottom. Matt Busa. Matt Busa getting his tailpipe shoved in there by the number 75 of Johnny Smith. But Matt Busa steers out of it. Jeffrey Smith with a lot of damage on that truck. Wow. He's on pit road. All right. We're coming down to the closing of it here, folks. They've just got about 20-some laps to go. It could get wild. We've already seen some Jeffrey Smith, William Kirk on pit road with heavy damage. A lot of guys coming to pit road, giving up that lead. Some guys with a lot of damage, some guys saving them resets for the very end of this race. Good move. Fuel, not a problem. Tires shouldn't be a problem. Like I said, some of these guys saving the reset for the end of this race is a good, smart move. Wally Turheimer backing up in his pit stall. That's never a good sign. Nick Ottinger away. Johnny Smith away. There goes Wally. Still got quite a few on pit road, probably sitting there trying to get a little damage fixed up. Looks like Robert Riley on pit road, David Anderson, Jeffrey Smith, and William Kirk all on pit road. Well, let me see if I can get George Bark up here. Give me a second. I'll see if I can get him into the booth with me here. George Bark, you got a copy?
I'm here, brother. What's up?
Well, good run so far. You're in 7th place, ready to bring it to victory lane. Can you do it?
I feel confident, but you know how these races go. You never know what could happen. So, you know, I'm not gonna get my hopes up. Just play a little bit safe until that last lap. Have some fun.
Well, we've seen some guys there try to take it 3 wide, and it's just not working out for them. So, I'll tell you what. I know this track can do it. You got to be able to trust the guy on the outside and the inside, and you got to be able to, you know, work together. and a lot of respect's got to be given. You got to be a lot of give and take. So you're in the position here to bring it to victory lane, and we're going to wish you good luck, George. And man, I hope to talk to you in victory lane. That'd be cool.
Thank you, Rudy. I just want to thank everything Max Speed does for the George Money Series. You know, you guys are great. And you and Robert, you know, I can't thank you guys enough for being, you know, great human beings and taking care of this all for me and everybody. Everybody enjoys it.
Well, that's great, man. I thank you. You know, kind of a shot in the arm for me. You know, just started out as me just kind of like doing this for fun, and it's kind of turned into a full-time job. But I enjoy doing it, you know, and it's always fun to come over here and broadcast for you, George.
Thank you, Rudy. Yeah, it's, you know, I have a good time. I'm glad you enjoy it. I really am.
All right, we'll talk to you after the race, brother.
All right, thanks, brother. Talk to you soon.
Okay. George wanting to get at the victory lane. Let's see if he can do it. I'd like to see him get at the victory lane. That would be awesome. He's got some tough guys to get by, though, because these 4 up in the front right here, Dominic Dieball, Brandon Cruz, Joel Wood, and Everett Lane, have been there all race long, and it's just like, wow, man. They are so tough to get by. Yeah, but Lance, I got to talk to Brandon Cruz about getting that LSR TV off of that truck. He needs to have Maxspeedtv on there. I'll have to talk to him after the race. Running a LSR TV truck in a Maxspeedtv race? Come on. I'm just kidding. I'm only kidding, Lance. It doesn't matter to me one way or the other. I'm doing this for George, and doesn't matter. People take pride in their paint jobs, and I respect that. You know, Brandon's got a nice looking ride there, so doesn't matter. I don't care what it has on it. All right, folks, we got about 19 to go when they cross the line. Now don't forget now, this could be extended out. That's what the extra laps are for extra green-white checkers. So we'll get the official word from George at the end of the race. But if a caution comes out, at like lap 119 or 120, then we will go to a green-white checkered again. We will get the official word from George at the end of the race. Once it's all settled out, we'll figure it out here. But when they take lap 120, when it says 120 up there, that will be the white flag lap. All right, here we go, folks. Pace car in, one lap time here, hopefully, and green is out. Now we got the teammates on the bottom together, and Brandon Cruz up there with nobody helping him at the moment. He is trying to get to the front, but nobody's up there helping him. Yes, sir. Good seeing you there, Lance. Man, it has been a while. Need to come hang out and team speak with us and talk, man. Brandon Cruz already to the bottom in behind, and Joel Wood moves right to the top, right in their usual position. Everett Lane tucking up under him. Scott Brinson up there. Everybody pretty much gaggled up here together, folks. Raymond Reitnor in 10th. And he's being closely followed there, it looks like by the number 89. Is that Matthew Quick? Matthew Quick, yeah. Justin Michael in 14th on the high side. Nick Ottinger. We had a winner here, a close winner a couple weeks ago here. Dustin Lee, I believe, come in second. A very close finish on that race. Man, that was amazing. and he almost had the win. So hopefully we'll see Dustin get up there. Justin Michael getting shuffled back to 14th. Logan Clampett on the high side, taking it 3 wide. Here we go, coming down to the end of the race, and these guys know it. He ducks back down in as Kenneth Wright falls all the way back to 16th. Matt Busa up there on the high side, and they're going 3 wide again, folks. Logan Clampett wants to go 3 wide, and nobody wants to go up there with him. Finally, Nick Ottinger up there with him. He says, all right, we're going to go 3 wide. We're going to go. Let's do it. I think we ought to ride along here with Matt Busa. He's right in the middle of this, and we got smoke. Oh, lots of trucks piling up on that one. Oh, no. Okay, let's go back here and check this out and see what happened. A lot of weaving around up there in the front. Right there is where it happened. Let's get up here and see who it was that got spun sideways. I'm thinking it was Joel Wood got spun sideways by Everett Lane. Not sure what happened there. Oh, some net coating. Net coating off of Brandon Cruz, it looks like. I mean, there was some serious net coating there, folks. Watch us here. All of a sudden, Joel Wood's truck just steps out sideways. And no place for these guys to go. Joel Wood going to get collected by Everett Lane and the whole crew behind him. Oh, man. Tough break for a lot of these guys. Scott Brinson. The number 99 there of Dan Bailey. Oh, man. We got guys spinning everywhere here, folks. Everett Lane upside down. This is going to take out a lot of good drivers in this race right here. All right. Well, he's still riding on the top of him. Wow, look at that. The truck humpers. There you go. The truck humpers. All right. Let's get back up here live. Everett heading for pit lane. And we got Dominic Dyball up here now. He does not have his teammate up here, Joel Wood. Joel Wood is probably heading for pit road. Yes, I believe he is. Yes, he's on pit road now. So pit road, flurry of activity. Quite a few drivers on there now. The question is if they had resets, did Joel Wood have one saved back? Nope. Looks like he's going to be sitting there getting damage fixed. Oh, that's a heartbreaker there. Well, let me see here. Brandon Cruz. Let me see if I can find Brandon Cruz. I don't know if he's even in TeamSpeak. I don't even see him. Yeah, there he is. We'll see if we can get a word in with Brandon here. So hold on there, Brandon. Brandon Cruz, you got a copy?
Howdy, Rudy. Got you loud and clear.
Oh, very good, very good. Well, man, I'll tell you what, that kind of took out a lot of good trucks out there. It broke up that duo of Dominic Dyball and Joel Wood. Do you got enough, and can you hook up with a partner there, maybe Steven Hendren, to try to get by Dominic Dyball for the win?
Well, actually, Dominic Dyball, Joe Wood, and myself were part of the same racing team, Woodwrench Motorsports. So we've been working together this whole time.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just going to be trying to work with Dominic Dyball to try and get one of us the win.
Okay, because boy, I'll tell you what, they had that front row tied up. I mean, that was just that's what partners have got to do. You know, that's what teammates do. And it's got to be one of you to bring it to victory lane. We've seen some 3-wide racing. You've lucked out and dodged a lot of the stuff that's been going on up in the front. Kept your truck pretty clean. You got these guys behind you that want a victory. Can you keep them at bay?
That's what we're hoping. This small town computers machine is flying. It's one of the best cars that I've ever driven on this sim. And I mean, right now, Dom and I, we were just talking about strategies of what we want to do, whether I want to drop in front of him or behind him on this restart, or if we just want to hold the 2 lanes like we've been doing. Right now, the goal is just for one of us to get the win. It doesn't matter which one it is. Just we just want to get Woodwrench Motorsports the victory here.
Well, I'm joking about this, but we got to talk about that LSR TV on the back of there. That needs to be Maxspeedtv. I'm kidding.
Hey, we could throw Maxspeedtv on the vehicle. I'm looking for sponsors right now. Small Town Computers helps me out a lot, but
yeah,
always looking for more help. These entry fees are rather expensive.
Oh, I know it. Yeah, they are. All right, well, good luck, Brandon, and good luck, working with your teammate there, Dominic, and try to get to the front, and hopefully you guys can make it to victory.
Yep, thank you, Rudy. Hope all you fans out there are enjoying the show. I know a lot of the drivers behind us are getting pretty frustrated with us. We're getting called out a lot.
Well, Lance Mead's rooting you on.
No, thank you, Lance. I appreciate it. Thanks for helping me get in this race, bud. I appreciate it.
All right, talk to you soon.
Yep, thank you.
Okay, so let's see if they've got enough to get up there, teammates. It's anybody's game out there right now. I was going to look and see Scott Brinson, Justin Michael, Darren Sizemore still on pit road. Robert Riley back in the mix of things. Looks like he's got his truck pretty much cleaned up. Damon Gilbert going to be starting 12th. Wally Turheimer almost into the top 10 again. But we've got quite a few guys up here. Raymond Reitnor, Matthew Quick, Matt Busa, Kenneth Wright, Johnny Smith, Nick Ottinger. These guys all hungry for the win here tonight. $700 purse, I believe that's what it is. Doubled up, ready to go racing, folks. So tighten them seat belts up. We're going to lap 120. 120 will be the final lap. When they cross the line taking 121, that will be the checkered flag. So it looks like they're going to have about 11 laps to go when they get the green. You think you've seen 3 wide? You ain't seen nothing yet. You wait. This is going to be crazy. I don't think we've seen the last of the cautions yet. Pace car in. Green, green, green. This could be the final restart of the race. It could be. Already breaking up that duo. To the bottom. Steven Hendren slipping it in there. Raymond Reitnor right behind him. Matt Busa on that low line. Dustin Lee up on the high side. Anybody want to take a guess who's going to win this? Let's take just a stab in the dark. Anybody? I wouldn't bet on any of them right now because any of them could be in victory lane. I don't think we've seen the last caution, and I think we're going to see a lot more 3 wide when it comes down closer to the end of this. Matt Busa switching to the outside line. Matthew Quick, Nick Ottinger to the bottom. Lance Gomez back in it, top 10. That doesn't pay any money though. These guys are starting to shuffle around pretty good. 3 wide, here we go. Matt Busa to the high side. Nick Ottinger right in the middle. Sucked up on the back of the bumper there of Matthew Quick. These guys right up the middle. Eberhardt with Ottinger. Eberhardt's been to victory lane. He knows what it's like. Down on the apron, below the yellow line, Lance Gomez. Getting shuffled back, Wally Turheimer. Wow, these guys are racing crazy back here right now. George Bart to the bottom. Falls in behind Lance Gomez. Up front, Dustin Lee leads that lap for the first time today. He has led a lap, folks. He's no stranger to victory lane here. Eight more laps to go. Can they make it green the whole way? Dominic Dieball back in the lead. Hendren in fourth. Nick Ottinger slipping in on the high side. Let's ride along here with Nick. And watch how crazy this is getting up in the front here. That high side moving. Dustin Lee pulling that high side. Seven more laps to go, folks. As the cars dance around coming out of the turn. Brandon Cruz getting shuffled back to 7th place. Not where he wants to be. Wanted to be up there with his teammate Dominic Dieball. Now back to 8th. Dropping like a rock. Wow, Daniel Eberhardt under him. Oh, we got some. Oh, man, this is getting crazy. I'm on the edge of my seat. Nick Ottinger slips up through the middle. We got spinning back there, folks, spinning. And we have a caution. Right there, looks like Brandon Cruz, Matt Busa. Oh my, let's go see this. This is not over yet, folks. Dancing around here a lot. Oh, another one of them. Brandon Cruz with that. I don't know what's going on with that. That's that he gets some serious net coating right there, folks. Watch Brandon Cruz. He's right there up on the high side in the black and white truck. All of a sudden, his truck just kicks out for no reason. And he was right in front of the number 29 there of Lance Gomez. But he comes down the hill, gets into Matt Busa. Back up the hill he goes. And collects Lance Gomez into it. Brandon Cruz. Oh, man. Them three tore up pretty bad. I don't think that was it, though. I think there was more guys that got into it. Some guys duck it down to the bottom and miss all of this. So that's good driving by them guys. All right, back up front. Race ain't over yet, folks. It ain't over till it's over. Dieball, Hendren. I think Dustin Lee's up there. Johnny Smith, Daniel Eberhardt, Nick Ottinger, Everett Lane, Damon Gilbert, Matthew Quick, all these guys in there for the win. Well, we'll have to see when they're going to go back green here, and that will decide on... Oh, hey, Drew. That will decide on when this race will be over, because they'll go green, white, checkered. So it'll be a little past that probably, depending on when they go. They get the one to go here. But the race ain't over yet, folks. A lot can happen. As we just seen that took out Brandon Cruz pretty much done. I don't think he's going to be able to get back up there unless he had a reset left. He's back here. He may have had a reset left. I believe he did. Well away from his teammate though, Dominic Dieball. Uh-oh. I think the race is over. Nope. There it is. Wow. That freaked out there for a minute. I thought maybe the race was over. He said it was going to go time-wise. I'm not sure if there was enough time. It should be. Should be okay. Okay, we're still waiting to see when they're going to get the one to go here. Alright, so let's see, it would be... They'll get the one to go next time. They should get the one to go next time, so that would be taking lap 119. They'll start on lap 120. That'll be green. Next time around will be white flag, and then checkered flag. So it should be about lap 122, I believe, when they finish. I don't know, we'll get the official word from George at the end of this. Well, a lot of people out of the race. Dwayne Rizza, William Kirk, Jeffrey Smith, all out of the race. Darren Sizemore, Justin Michael, Scott Brinson, and Lance Gomez, and Logan Clampett, all on pit road trying to get damage fixed. Matt Busa, 1 lap down. George Bark, 3 laps down. And we're about to get, I think, get the one to go right here, folks. Yes, white, or this is the one to go right here. So they will go green on lap 120. Then get the white flag on lap 122. Or 121, excuse me. So 122 will be the final lap. When we see 123 up there, that will be the checkered flag. If it stays green. Now, if a caution comes out again, then we will do the green-white checkered again. That's why you see the extra laps up there of 140. George does this to make sure we always get the green-white checkered. iRacing doesn't offer that, and this is his way of doing what iRacing should be doing. And if they can ever figure it out someday how to do that. Because it does make it a lot more interesting finish rather than finishing under caution. know, it's a whole lot different finish. All right, folks, here we go. This could be it. We may see another caution. Pace car in. Dominic Dieball on the throttle. Stephen Hendren on the high side. Raymond Reitnor tucking up under Dominic Dieball. Gets a great run. And we got crashing back there. No caution, though. I'm not going to go back and see that because this is where the race is right now. This is where they're going to, next time by, they're going to get the white flag, folks. And we got wrecking. There's the caution. So we will go. It will be extended again. Let's go back and see what happened here. This is some pretty tight racing. We're going to have to go back here by a couple, I think. Lots of shuffling around. Wow, Nick Ottinger way up the hill. And he gets tapped by Everett Lane. Ottinger up there again. Gets into, I don't know what he was doing up there, but maybe trying to get some side draft, thinking about going 3 wide, I guess. But that could be the problem of ending his day right there. But he collects Everett Lane into that. Everett collects the number 75 of Johnny Smith. It's on from there. There's a lot of people going to get caught up into that. Holy smokes. Everett going for another air ride. Oh, wow. Matt Busa may be getting a piece of that. All right, let's get back up here. See Stephen Hendren in the lead now. So we will be going green-white checkered again, folks. I don't want to talk to anybody and disrupt their concentration because by the looks of it, they need all the concentration they can get right now. It's coming down to the end of this. You just got 3 laps to finish this up. Green-white checkered. And actually 2 laps if you think about it, but they'll come around and we're going to wait for the one to go again. Dustin Lee 3rd, Raymond Reitnor in 4th, Daniel Eberhardt 5th, Nick Ottinger 6th, George Bark 7th, Damon Gilbert 8th, David Anderson 9th, and Wally Turheimer still hanging in there in the top 10. Everett F. Lane out of the race. Johnny Smith out of the race on pit road. That's a heartbreaker for them guys. Well, I want to thank all of you guys for tuning in here tonight on Maxspeedtv. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Like I said, we will be having a big event here Saturday the 26th at about 4 p.m. Eastern Time. I think it's going to be Cadillacs at Thompson or I'm trying to think. One of the smaller tracks anyhow. Probably Thompson. It's going to be for YouTube subscribers. We've reached 1,000 subscribers. And I will be giving cash prizes out to people in chat that answer the questions correctly. First one to answer the question correct will win some cash prizes. Also cash prizes out to the top 3 that finish the race. So you'll have to join us in on the fun for that. September 26th at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you mark that on your calendar and be here. Yes, USA. Thank you, Drew. I think that's probably where we're going to do it. I don't know why I was thinking. Well, we talked about Thompson or USA. But I've got to do some testing on it, probably do that tomorrow, and I'll figure out which one. You can check us out on Facebook for more details, facebook.com/Maxspeedtv. I'll have details up on there in the next day. Probably tomorrow or the next day. So you'll have to tune in. Make sure, at least if you can't be out there in the race, make sure you join us in chat for a chance to win some cash prizes. I mean, you don't have to be a subscriber to win, but you do have to be logged into Google to be able to type in chat. So like I said, the first one to answer the questions correctly, you'll win cash prizes. So hopefully that'll be the first, whatever that track holds. Yeah, well, I don't know whatever set that will be. I've yet to determine that. So, you know, that'll be decided in the next, that'll be decided tomorrow too. I know they don't drive real well there, but I'm looking for a track, and that may change too. I may decide on something different. But it's going to be Cadillac somewhere. I really like the Cadillacs. And it's a free car for everybody, and I'm trying to find a free track for them, everybody to drive it on. I thought about Charlotte. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, lights are off, folks. You know what that means. Green, white, checkered. One more time. We'll be zoomed right in on this to see who is going to come in first, second, and third. But we will get the official word from George. I will wait to talk to him to get the official word on who the winners are. It may be just a few minutes, so you might hear some dead air for just a minute or so till I get the official word for him. But once the race is over, so. And then we'll try to talk to the top three. So get ready here, folks. Green, white, checkered. One more time. Yeah, I hate it for you, Johnny. Man, you were running so good today. All right, folks. Here we go. One more time. Green, white, checkered. Pace car on pit road. Stephen Hendren hits the throttle. Dustin Lee pushing the crap out of him right now. Daniel Eberhard. All three of them no stranger to victory lane here, I'm telling you. Dominic Dieball on the high side. George Bark tucks up underneath these guys, trying to get up there and win it. Next time by will be the white flag, folks. If they don't bring out another caution. Stephen Hendren, Dominic Dieball on the high side, Dustin Lee right underneath Stephen Hendren. This is almost a repeat of a couple of weeks ago. White flag. This time, one more lap to go, folks. One more lap. Hendren, Dieball, who's going to win it? Dustin Lee going to try to slip it in there 3 wide. No, they're keeping it tight on the front. Oh, Hendren out of shape. Dieball going to take over, no caution. Dustin Lee going to join back into the race. Eberhard in third. Rittenor in second. Dieball going to bring it to victory lane today. He's got 2 hungry guys behind him, but they're going to finish 1, 2, 3 at the line, folks. That's the way we got it right there. Was that? That was it. Yes, that was it. Okay, we're going to rewind that back right at the line here so you can see who crossed the line first, second, and third. I think it's pretty much cut and dried right there that you could actually see it pretty clear. But we're going to take it at the line. I just wanted to make sure that that was it. Right there at the line. So Dominic Dieball will be our winner here tonight, folks. But I'm going to wait for the official word from George. So hold on 1 minute here. All right, so we're getting the official word. Dominic Dieball is the winner. We're going to see if we can find him here and talk to him. Dominic Dieball, you got a copy?
Woohoo! Yeah, I do, baby.
Great win. Congrats, man. You win the big money tier tonight. Man, I'll tell you, how did you keep that car out front like that so well?
You know, it was just a lot of teamwork between Joel and Woodwrench with Brandon. You know, it was a matter of just keeping it up there, keeping it out in front, trying to keep it clean. I hate to see what happened to them towards the end of that race. I think we could have had a 1, 2, 3 at the finish here.
Well, I'll tell you what, it was one heck of a job you guys did, you know, keeping it up front. Raymond Reitnor was right there on your tail, and he pulled out to try to get a run on you. If you would have had one more lap, you might have been in trouble, brother.
Oh, I was just glad the 37 had some damage on the inside. I knew I could take him if Raymond stayed with me, and thank God he did for as long as he did. And whew, I didn't have any friends at the end there, you know, so it was getting kind of nervous.
I'll bet.
Down to it.
I'll bet, man. But wow, congrats! And we're gonna probably let's see. I think we got 2 other guys to talk to. But anybody you want to thank tonight?
Well, I got to thank you guys for broadcasting it. You always do a wonderful job. And, of course, George Bark for all his work putting into this, man. It makes it so much fun. And I couldn't do it without Jegs. With Jegs sponsoring me tonight and Joel, it made it, you know, be able to race tonight. And Woodwrench, all the guys at Woodwrench, and Charlie Starks, my spotter tonight. I couldn't have done it without any one of them.
Well, you know, you lost your 2 teammates there, Brandon Cruz and Joel Wood, and boy, it was kind of looking a little bleak, like you said. You didn't have a dancing partner out there, and oh man, they were pulling out one more lap, and it could have been over for you. But great job staying out in front. You win the big money, so go celebrate, brother.
Hell yeah, buddy! Have a great night.
All right. Okay, let's see, Raymond Reitnor, you got a copy?
10-4.
Well, you come in second tonight. That was a great feat to try to get up there with them guys. Now, if you would have had one more lap to go, was the plan to get by him?
That was the plan.
Well, you had to talk Daniel Eberhardt into going with you, correct?
Yeah, I would have had to have grabbed him.
Yep. Well, a great run out there. You kept your truck pretty clean tonight. Tell me about your race.
Well, strategy worked out. I had my partner Matt Quick there. We stayed in the back for a while, and towards the end we moved up.
Well, I'll tell you what, it was one heck of a race. I know there was a lot of cautions in it and stuff, but it still wound up to be a great race. A lot of three wide action there earlier on, and how did that come into play for you? I mean, did you know what them guys were doing when they were going three wide that you needed to kind of like stay out of it, or did you stay right in it?
Yeah, we saw that kind of early, and we fell back to the back there because they were getting pretty wild.
Well, that was probably a good move because it was getting pretty wild up there. I mean, them guys were really racing hard, and I know they know it was coming down to the end of it, and it was anybody's race to win, but you kept it in second place, so that's a great job. So, all right, well, thanks for talking with us, Raymond, and go celebrate and go get your money.
All right, 10-4, thank you.
Yes, sir. All right, Daniel Eberhardt, you got a copy.
Yes, sir, I do.
Well, third place, Daniel. I know it's not victory, but third place is still, you're in the money.
Yes, it was a good night, I guess you could say that.
Well, yeah. I mean, it was you kept your truck pretty clean too, and it was just good seeing you up there. I know you're no stranger to victory lane here at Daytona. We've seen you win the big money here before. So, anybody you want to thank tonight?
iPon Gaming, Motorsports, and then I'd like to thank iPonGaming.com for sponsorship through Darren Sizemore. That's the #1 computer business to go to, and if anybody's out there, check them out at iPonGaming.com. They're the real deal. Great computers. I'm actually using one right now, and they're top of the line. And also, I got to thank all my teammates, the ones that were here tonight, and the ones that are behind the scenes and everything else like that. And just thank everybody around the house. My grandma, definitely. She's a big supporter, just especially Darren Sizemore and iPon Gaming.
Very cool, very cool. Well, Daniel, I'll tell you what, you drove your heart out to do what you did tonight. You avoided all the wrecks and everything, brought it home third, so congratulations to you. Go celebrate and go get your money.
10-4.
Okay, folks, well, I can't run down through the results, but there you got it. You got the top three finishing: Dominic Dyball, Raymond Reitnor, and Daniel Eberhardt finishing 1, 2, 3. The money pays out to them. So thanks for watching tonight, folks, and we will see you tomorrow night for GAC IndyCar race. Till then, stay safe and have a good night.